There she is. Is there any water in here? It's dry as a bone. Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. In this week's video I'm going to be finishing off my windscreen repairs. We've got a little bit of painting to do on the inside of the windscreen surround. I want to inject some cavity wax down the A-pillars just to stop them rusting from the inside out like they did before. And I can confirm that the leak has stopped, which is brilliant news. So I can put the floor mats back in and give the inside a tidy up, put the headline in back. So I thought I'd just make a video about piecing this back together and finishing the job off. Certainly needs a bit of a clean up. Right, let's see how she starts in the cold weather. Okay, the first thing I want to do is just paint a bit of hammerite around the edge of this windscreen here. Up in the corners you can see it's a little bit rusty, a little bit of bare metal there where I repaired it. Painted that all with rust converter, so I just leave that to dry now. While that's drying, I'm just going to give the inside a bit of a tidy up. Let's get this double seat out then. I'm just taking out this custom bracket. I made this for fitting a double seat in here. So here I have a bench seat that I want to put in the van. I originally had this captain seat. It's all well and good, but when you're travelling around and you want to pick up other people, I haven't got a third seat, so I'm putting this in for now, and I can always change it around if I need to. The only trouble is this doesn't fit in there in the original mounting hole, so I need to make an adapter plate for this to fit in. I'm not sure, maybe it's from a Mark 6. It looks like Mark 5 seats, but who knows. They need a good clean, that's for sure. Look at all those dog hairs. Of it off, so now I'm just going to use some fabric softener and detergent, just sprinkle that over. That'll do it. Bit of fabric softener, make it smell better. It's going to be like one big air freshener. And some of this detergent. Just removed this plug, and it turns out that it's already got the hole there for the seat belt, so I can put that in there and it should be in just the right place for my double seat. Just giving the floor a good wipe over, getting rid of any dust just before I put the floor mat in here. So all that covered up with Hammerite. This is my pile of van bits. It's got my floor mats in here somewhere, so I need to dig those out and get those back in the van. Got all these plastic trims and rubber mats to go back in. Horn works. Here I have another half of a mat. This is just to make it look better. And again, I've got another layer of insulation and soundproofing. Just cleaning all the pieces as I go. Good. I'm just warming through some wax oil, and I'm going to be applying this to the inside of my A-pillars. While I've got the headlining out on the van, I thought it would be a good opportunity just to spray down the A-pillars. Now they're all repaired, and then that should hopefully stop the rust growing. I did make a video a while back about rust proofing if you're interested. I'll put a link to that video at the top of the screen now. Right, I think I'm going to stick a bit of white spirit in here as well. That's supposed to help it grip onto the rust, I think. So we've got a nice oily substance. Hopefully these screws won't leak. I'm just getting some polyurethane sealant on the screws, so when this winds in it'll be all over the threads. So all the floor mats are back in, the headlining's back in now. I'm just connecting up the sensors, lights, etc. I need to find the wires for the tacho, connect that up, and then give it a good clean. That's all working now. I'm just putting the seat covers back on, and I've got a new air freshener. Seat covers back on. It's nice and fresh in here now. They've had a wash. That's a good thing about these seat covers. You can take them off, give them a wash, and put them back on. They've got a cut out for the armrests, which is nice, and they do them in a range of different colours. I'll put a link to these in the description below if I can find them. I've had them on for quite a while now, and they've lasted well, so I think they're pretty good. I'm just going to put you in my phone holder. This is a really good phone holder as well. If you want to get one like this, I'll put a link to this in the description below. I'm going to take a spin out and get some diesel. I've got all the floor mats back in, so you'll be able to hear how much quieter it is. It's always a good idea just to let the engine circulate for a moment before you start driving, because every time you start it up there's a moment where the engine's not lubricated fully. You've got to wait for the oil pump to bring all the oil to the top of the engine, and once that gets circulating you're good to go. Just a little tip, was blowing dust everywhere. The dashboard was all nice and clean and now it's covered in dust from the air vents. Oh god. So much quieter now. It's always a joy taking this van out. It's so slow and I don't know, it's just nice to drive. See how much it is for diesel. I bet it's extortionate still. It was like $1.50 a litre I saw the other day. It's absolutely mental. I can actually hear myself talk, which is different. I'd rather not, to be honest. £1.53. That is disgusting. Cannot believe it. I think I will have to start using old vegetable oil if I can get my hands on some. It'd be a darn sight cheaper than that. I think it's £1 a litre for vegetable oil in Asda's. Next summer I'll probably switch over to vegetable oil if it's still like that. I'll pay him £1.53. That's just encouraging people to run on red. I don't run on red. Just to clarify that. Let's go to the next garage. £1.53 at this garage as well. What is happening? It's a funny smell of electrical burning. I don't know whether it's coming from inside the van or outside. It's quite worrying when that happens, but I think it's outside. I haven't really touched any of the electrics, I don't think. But yeah, anyway. As always, thank you for watching. I hope you found this video useful and you enjoyed watching it. If you did, please give it a like for the YouTube algorithm, and if you could click that subscribe button and the little alarm bell, that way you'll get notifications when I post new videos. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Cheers guys, take care.